Good morning, guys. Happy Monday morning. Welcome back. Sorry, I'm just finishing lunch. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. A full week in Bali now. We arrived in Bali. When I say we, I mean you and me. We arrived in Bali the mid last week, and then I got hit with my chest infection and throat infections and all sorts of things. So it's been a rough start to Bali. Did you guys hear that? Oh my god. I was just about to say, it's been a rough start to Bali, but we're starting fresh this week, and the biggest thunderstorm I've ever seen is rolling in. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like outside my villa window right now. Oh my god. And the thunder is so loud. Okay, it doesn't really look that bad on the camera, but like up there is like so black and dark, and like you can see the clouds moving really fast. Yeah, it doesn't look good out there. Anyway, I'm starting off this week so well because I'm about to jump on a call with Blake. You guys know Blake at this point, probably as well as you know me. Blake is my online health coach. He's from Shift Coaching. We've been together for months now, and our one-on-one calls are one of my favorite times of the week, but they're not as good as the group calls. I love the one-on-one calls. It's a complete lie, right? I would be nowhere without them, but I just love the group calls so much because they're so much fun, and I get to see all of the other guys from Shift Coaching, like all of the other people who are working with Blake, not other trainers, but other clients that work with him, and we just get to hang out so much. It's so fun. But anyway, let's jump on our call and kick off this day really well. Toilet roll because I keep blowing my nose constantly. I'm just trying to tidy up my space a little bit before the call. That's the thunder again. We're about to get hit so hard. I low-key love the rainy season though.
Grace Grimshaw has entered the waiting room.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, how are you, my friend? How are you feeling? How did the doctor's appointment go? What was kind of the thought process, diagnosis?
So it's a little worse than I thought. I woke up and I was like, oh damn, I've got a bad cold. And then Saturday I was like, hey, like this is really bad. I'm gonna just head to the clinic and just double check. And so I've got a triple infection going on, which is a little great. So they think that the bowel infection started in Africa and it was just kind of dormant. My body was just managing it. And then most likely on the airplane over, we think. He just said, I think that's probably where you've picked up the tonsillitis and the upper respiratory tract. And just those two going on top of it, your body hasn't been able to manage all three. And then they've all just spiraled. So yeah, a little bit rough. Heck ton of fluid, a shit ton of IV antis, a pretty large amount of meds, which I need to take right now while we're on the call actually. But I'm on the mend.
Sure. That's physical, but I'd love to kind of hear from an emotional standpoint. Let's check in.
Yeah, actually not bad. I know previously, like I think one time since we've been working together, I've been sick before and it did knock me. I really didn't like it. It was like a spanner in the routine and I kind of beat myself up about it and stuff like that. And I'm finding myself not really doing that this time. Like if I think about it too much, like yeah, I would really rather be at the gym having already been there for 3 days in a row.
Do you feel like at the moment you're kind of like mentally where your feet are, or do you feel like you're kind of like stuck in the past, sort of reliving different events in London, or do you feel like you're kind of like too much like forward projecting all the things that are going to happen with your business at the moment?
Probably more category B, like the latter, I think. You know, right now on my to-do list on my phone, there's 27 items on there, which is like not normal, right? And my expectation for myself is to get all 27 of them done in the first half of today so I can get more shit done in the second half. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not normal. That's not okay.
Let's take a look at the 27 item checklist.
Yeah.
And let's kind of have a conversation as to like why we feel like we need to get it all done.
I feel like I put so many timelines on everything. Like there's a timeline for when I finish traveling. There's a timeline for when GCS relaunches. There's a timeline for when you're supposed to get back to this person and this person. And they're all just like internal timelines, right? But they build pressure because like I've set the timeline for myself. So there's like this little clock that's counting down on every single item. And it's like you've got to prioritize like what clock is going to go off first. Get to that one first, but then you can't focus too much on that category because what about this category? What's
when you say that out loud,
yeah,
how does it make you feel?
Overwhelmed. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I really, really am trying to like not get overwhelmed by it and see it objectively and be like, hey, this is 27 items. And if you want to do them as well as you want to, you can't do all of them in one day. And it's going to be okay. Like the world isn't going to end tomorrow. Like it's going to be fine.
Would it be okay if we paused right here and we call on Dr. Andrew Huberman?
Yeah.
And he helps us with a non-sleep deep breath?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Do I look unregulated?
I think the first thing that we should do is like be able to bring ourselves back to being like right here. Two bros hanging out, regulate themselves.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm just going to blow my nose just 2 seconds. I'm so sorry for the noise that you're about to hear. Sorry, that grosses me out so much.
No, totally.
And your overall state of mind. It takes advantage of the fact that specific forms of breathing place us into a state of deep relaxation. Throughout this protocol, you'll want to breathe normally, unless instructed to do otherwise.
It's like you tell me, like I can't breathe through my nose. It's blocked.
Did you see my face when he said it?
Oh, yeah. Like,
I was like, I'll try. And then I like choked on it.
I know. It's like you're like, what do you notice immediately off the back of that?
My body feels heavier. Not in a bad way, but just that post-meditation heaviness. It's like,
is you didn't believe that you could artificially create a flow state.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's actually because like you're relying on that fight or flight energy, that anxiety from like leaving it till later in the day to like activate and be like, all right, cool, I could do this.
Yeah.
And it was like, what if we could artificially kind of like turn that on for a period of time and then turn it off?
Yeah.
And that's what I've been trying to highlight to you, of like movement and eating, resting isn't like about weight loss. It's about like how you can be in the right emotional state to like do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like you having the snatch waist and the big butt. It's just like an awesome side effect.
Yeah.
But it's not the reason why
it's got nothing to do with why we're doing it. Yeah. Question, because I don't want to talk about it at all, but like that makes me be like, we need to talk about this. I hate when the first couple of days I couldn't eat anything and I wasn't keeping it down. And then now that I can eat something, I'm restricted on what I'm allowed to eat. So I've been eating burritos for the last 72 hours because I messaged the doctor last night and I was like, what am I supposed to eat? You can eat some local food, like some of it, but if you don't want to eat that, a burrito is your next best bet because it's dry.
Okay, cool.
It's bread, it's rice, and it's meat, but I'm not allowed any sauce, like no vegetables, none of the fresh salad stuff that goes in it. It's so gross. But now I'm sitting there and I'm eating a burrito like twice a day and I hate it. And he's like, just a few more days, like just a few more days of eating like this until your body is like okay again. And while I'm literally just before this call, I went out to the kitchen and I had to clean out my entire like shelf on my fridge of all of the meal prep food because it's all gone like gross. Yeah. I was like, I was so like ready for it, and now I feel really gross in my body because I'm not moving it and I'm eating things that like I don't want to eat and it doesn't make me feel good. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with food.
I think what's like beautiful, right, is already we can kind of see just how quickly this dysregulates us as well to like have this conversation.
Yeah, because I don't want to like admit to you, you know, it makes me uncomfortable and I want to be like, yeah, I'm smashing my meal prep and stuff, but like I'm sitting here eating burritos. Like,
but I think the beautiful thing to like take steps back as well is like, why would you be letting me down for like taking care of yourself?
I don't know if I feel like I'm letting you down. I feel like I'm not. Oh, maybe that is it. Yeah, maybe that is it. Like, I feel like I'm not doing the best that I could be doing.
And this is where it's like, do you think that that's like what I think?
No, probably not.
And so this is like a great opportunity for us to kind of challenge this story. And I think that you being aware of that is like the best thing.
Yeah.
And also just kind of looking at it from like a controllable standpoint of like, is it the thing that's stopping you from getting worse with your sickness? And if the answer is yes, it's like, it's kind of the necessary evil. Yeah. That's okay. It's not like you're being like super aware and being like, oh, like I've just decided to eat chocolate every day because it's fun. Yeah. But it's like, you know, there's a version of Grace that would have that sort of mood. Yeah. Based on like how she felt with different things. Right. Of like, oh, well, when I'm sick, I would normally eat this. Yeah. So I think like relative to where you're at, it's still like an incredible choice. I think we can just be aware of our feelings of like, yeah, it's not the food that makes us feel the greatest. Yeah. I think what's also good as well is like we can kind of be aware too of like the fact that I don't get to train and things like that. I'm really and just making a note of that of like now when you've got the opportunity where you're not necessarily like bouncing off different energies, your body's like screaming to you like move, do things, and you're like, who's there? And it's like, oh, like this is my intuition. My body actually wants these things.
Yeah.
And I think what's kind of cool there is like you only have 2 items to do today. Hopefully today overwhelm you or stress you.
No, not in the slightest. Not in the slightest.
Left a lot of peace.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for being a friend.
Anytime. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night, actually, in our call. Yeah.
See you tomorrow night,
Okay,
Gracie.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, I just finished up my call with Blake, and it was such a good chat. We always have such good chats. It's so like, I don't know, like rejuvenating. It just fills my cup. You know, you have those people in your life that like when you leave them, you're just like, wow, I feel great. Blake's one of those people for me. But I am gonna sit on my bed and do a little bit of work, but I'm feeling like pretty run down. So maybe like 30 minutes of work, and then it's time for a rest.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait.
We have finished our work for the evening. I don't want to admit how late it is because people watch this vlog who have told me not to work so much. And yeah, it's a little later than I planned, I'll be honest, okay? I'll be honest about that. But I'm feeling good because I got all of the things that I wanted to get done. Not my 27-point playlist, to-do list, just the 2 items. But a lot of people were messaging me tonight and I got back to everyone, which I'm feeling good about. But now I'm doing a little me time, a little self-care in the bathroom. I picked up some new face razors in the little like Christmas shop that I did yesterday. Christmas shop. It was kind of a Christmas shop. It was a shopping where I got a bunch of Christmas stuff. And I picked these up. And I'm one of those people, it's really bad and I need to stop, but I like constantly touch my face. Like you probably see it in the vlogs. All day, every day, and it's really bad for your skin. You're not supposed to, like, at all. But honestly, like, it's so habitual. Anyway, so like, I've been feeling my face today, feeling how rough it feels, and so I really want to have a go at this. And I know you're supposed to do this with like an oil, but I'm traveling, and this is all I've got, really. So this is what we're doing it with. But it's so satisfying when I do this, and my skin does feel really good when I do it. Like after I do it, it feels better. I'm always scared when I undo that, it's gonna slice open my finger. Like my finger's on either side of it, right? I'm just scared of it. Okay, let's give this a go. This is what's so satisfying about it. Oh my god, that's so much peach fuzz. Wow, that's like more than usual. Oh my god. Did traveling like make me a bit hairier? What's up with that? That's weird. I feel like you can see like the instant effects of this on my skin. Like you can see, like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the difference between those two to me is like really obvious. Yeah, so much hair. You do need a lot of like stuff. Product, I guess. I told a guy friend of mine that I like, you know, like once a month or once every couple months, like will shave my face. And he was like, what? He just like couldn't comprehend what I was telling him. And he's like, he was like picturing me getting like shaving cream out and like with the brush and then sitting there with the razor. And I was like, no dude, I'm not like, you know, going into the barber to get a close cut like shave. It's a little different, you know. But he just like couldn't understand it. And I was like trying to explain to him, I was like, doesn't your skin feel so much better like after you shave? And he's like, I don't know, I've never felt it. And I was like, oh, you're such a boy, like why are we even friends? We can't relate. Are you guys kidding me? Can you see that? What the actual hell? Watch it when I like wipe it off. What the actual hell? This is like the most hair I've had. Like it feels like ever. Okay, already I'm feeling way better. Okay, put this back on very carefully. And then The pack came with a smaller one, which I find is really useful for when you're doing up here. You need to be careful with like your brows and stuff and your hairline. Someone commented, one time I did a TikTok of me doing this, and someone commented, they were like, oh my god, you do that to your forehead? And I was like, yeah bro, I have hair all over my face, funnily enough. And like, I find that my makeup doesn't go on very well on my forehead on the best of days. So like, if I was gonna do it on any part of my face, it was probably gonna be my forehead anyway. Let's just wipe that off. I just feel like this lifts off like more than just like the hair and stuff. I feel like it gets all like the dead skin cells and all of like the surface level gunk off your skin that like just, you know, a double exfoliation doesn't quite do. Wow, that was really gross. Not gross, I need to stop saying gross. I don't think it's gross at all. We're supposed to have hair on our face, okay? And you're not supposed to shave it off. It's not normal to do this. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm like, ew, hair is gross, because it's not, it's normal. Anyone who says it's not is shitty. But I just mean like the feeling of it coming like off is a bit icky for me, you know? It's a bit of a sensory thing. Yeah, I feel great. I'm gonna quickly wash my face, just wash the excess stuff off, and then I'm gonna put on a little face mask. Oh, I'm treating myself so good tonight. Okay, let's go into in here. So glad I packed these, my favorite ones. These are the Garnier, they're called Hydro Bombs. I think, well, this one's called Hydro Hyaluron. I don't really know. Oh, it's because it's in Bahasa. I got this in Bali. I think it's called Hydro Bomb though, like that's the normal regular English name for it, so if you're looking for it, but it's the Garnier one. And I like any of them, not just the pink one. There's a green one that I really like too. They're just so, it just works so well with my skin. Look how wet it is, it's like sopping wet. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna wake up glowing tomorrow, I'm so excited. Happy Halloween everyone. No need for a costume, just do your weekly skincare and you're sorted. There. Look at that, it's like it's cut for my face. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna let this sit. Wow, I look terrifying. Sorry for this, guys. I'm gonna let this sit for a while, and I'm gonna go pop some TV on, maybe read my book a little bit, and I'll see you lovely ladies tomorrow. Good afternoon, guys. It is Tuesday afternoon, and I have been working pretty much all day today, but it's been like a great day. It's been a super productive, great day. I just hopped off the community call with Blake and Shift. So that was really fun. He was talking about this new app that I actually downloaded after our call yesterday, and it helps me just check in with my emotions during the day, which I really like. And then I've just literally been working my little butt off, but having a really good time doing it. I was talking to Chad, who is a software developer who's helping me with GCS's relaunch, and he's so brilliant because I'll be in the app working on things, uploading content, and then I'll face a problem and I message him, and immediately he already has the answer, and he makes these little videos to talk me through how to do what I'm trying to do. It's just brilliant, really, really brilliant. I'm so glad we held out for someone like Chad to come along. And now I'm feeling better today. You know what, I'll say that I'm feeling the same as yesterday. I don't feel any improvement in how I feel. My cough is still really productive. That's probably even picked up from yesterday. My tiredness is still there, but I'm not getting worse, and I feel that's a really important distinction. So I've done all my work, and now I'm gonna head out and treat myself. It has been thunderstorming all afternoon, which has been so magical to sit inside and just listen to. Working while there's a massive thunderstorm outside is so lovely. But I thought, because I have enough energy and I haven't been literally outside of my villa today, I'm gonna take myself to the movies. Now, the movies is only 8 kilometers away from me, so it shouldn't take me that long to get there, but it's 4 o'clock in Canggu. So when I looked at how long it's gonna take me about an hour, which is crazy to me. But that is typical Bali Canggu traffic at this time of day. So I'm just getting myself ready, and I'm gonna go to the laundromat, drop off some laundry, literally just down the road from me, and then I'm gonna jump on a Grab, and we're gonna try and get to the movies. I'm gonna go see that Regretting You or Regret You movie. It hasn't gotten great reviews, I'll be really honest. but we're gonna go check it out, see what it's like. I have a bunch of other things that I have on like my little to-do list for while I'm here, but all of them involve me like going for long walks, lots of energy, whereas the movies doesn't take a lot of energy at all. So let's go do that.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. Struggle with dusty corners so we're filled with faded bombs. Bomb, bomb, bomb. The situation got upset when I stepped on a memory thorn. How I did it to myself. That I heavy had to break free from the minefield that you are. Bomb, bomb, bomb. You let it burn, step on the fuse. The table stand, the screws were loose. I guess you had life. I wish you fall out from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. And bring the pleasure, see your pressure just before you break a bone. You're reflecting, I'm deflecting, burning tires to move on. Too many noises, clash the choices, future came and left like ghosts.
Okay, I am back home and a sweaty mess at the moment. That was a really fun outing though. I had a really good time. It's like 9:30 at night now, so I'm pretty tired, which is hopefully going to be a good thing because again, my jet lag has not let up. I wasn't asleep until like 3:45 this morning, last night when I tried to go to bed. But I did have a wander around the shopping centre that I was at after the movie and I picked up some stuff. Obviously Christmas is coming up, guys. I don't need to tell you that. And I'm setting up Christmas cards this year. Not just this year, I do it every year. I can't remember if I did it last year. I think I did, because I handmade them because I was scrapbooking at the time, which is really fun. But I picked up these ones because I was like, I'm not gonna have time to scrapbook them and I need to post them probably in the next like couple weeks to make sure that they're there before Christmas because I'm overseas, you know. So this is one of them. I thought that one was really cute. Then this is the second design, again super cute, and then this is the third design. I think they're nice. I think they're super festive looking. I always try and pick cards, like Christmas cards, based on how like festive and bright they look, or like, you know, how like pretty they look, because most people like me will get a card and like put it on the mantle or put it on their table or something like that. So it kind of like acts as a bit of decoration. So I picked up those. I'm really happy with them. There was this like whole hobby store there and they had obviously just brought out all of their Christmas stuff and it looked so beautiful. And then I ran out of my moisturizer back in, I think it couldn't have been Africa. Was it Africa maybe? Or London, I can't remember. But remember when we were last here in Bali, we picked things up from the body shop because I needed a refill? Well, I went back there. I tried a whole bunch of their Christmas scents and I really didn't like them, like at all. Like not even, they weren't even like, they were like not good. So I just went back to the same scent that I had before because it was so nice. It's the Sweetest Song scent, but this time I got full-size products because I know I'm going to go through them. And this is my best tip for this kind of stuff because these kind of things are like expensive, right? You can get like $5 bottles of moisturizer that are like 2 liters or something like that. So this is only, I don't know, 500 mil or 226 grams, right? And it's like expensive. So my best tip is places like, what is this, Bath and Body and Body Works and all of that kind of stuff. They have sales all the time. So I got buy 2, get 1 free. And so I was just going to go in for moisturizer, but I am about to finish my body wash. So I was like, well, I'm going to grab that. And because I grabbed both of those, I could grab this full-size product as well. So all of this cost me $32, which like for 3 full-size products that are like quite nice high quality ones, I think that's pretty good. So I got those 2 and I wandered around the shops a little bit more, but then I was getting quite tired and run down, so I thought it was best to come back. And I dropped my washing off before I left this morning and they're literally going to have it done by tomorrow, which is so good. But one thing I meant to tell you is I dropped off my runners. You know my New Balance runners that I bought for this trip for backpacking? They've from Africa. They are like a really gross like brown color or something like that, and I genuinely was like, I'll give them a clean when I get home, but I don't think, you know, they're going to be saved. And then I was scrolling on TikTok the other day and I saw this girl and she was like, hey, quick little Bali tip, and she had these like brand spanking new white looking Asics or something like that, or New Balance, maybe they were. They looked like fresh out of the box. She was like, these are my old shoes. And I was like, what? She's like, I just dropped them off at the laundromat. And like, she like had just picked them up. She dropped them off earlier and she'd just picked them up from the laundromat, and they had cleaned the runners, and they weren't like disformed or anything like that. And I was like, oh my God. And so I went to the comment section and I was like, please have tagged, because it wasn't in the description. And I was like hoping that she had tagged the place, and she had, and it was 500 meters from my accommodation, where I am, my villa. And I was like, oh my God. So I packed those in my laundry that I dropped off this morning. And like, and you know what, if they come back completely ruined, like they've shrunk, all of that kind of stuff, then so be it. That it is what it is. But if they don't, I'm going to be so stoked, because they were expensive shoes. I think $160 or $260 or something like that. Like, they weren't cheap, you know. New Balances like are not cheap because they're like good quality shoes. So if she can like bring them back to life, even like not even back to the start, like that would blow my mind. But like just even lift some of the dirt out of it, I would be so impressed. So hopefully we'll pick them up tomorrow. And now I'm going to jump in the shower, probably use some of my body wash and hop into bed. And this morning when I couldn't sleep, like really early in the morning, I started watching Charmed on Prime, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's just my little content update for you. Oh wait, before I go, the movie. I completely forgot to tell you about the movie. Like, save your money, guys. I'm pretty easy to please. Like, the people in my life who know me really well will know, like, I don't really have a lot of bad stuff to say about a lot of things. Even if, like, you know, when I was with Michelle and Erin in South Africa, we went for a meal, and it was like arguably the worst meal I'd had on that entire trip, maybe the entire thing. And I still gave it like a 5 out of 10, because like, it's a meal, like, you know. And so like, things are hard to be bad for me, if that makes sense. But I genuinely would like, just save your money. It just wasn't good. Like, the acting was not good. The storyline was not good. There was just nothing there for me. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood, or I don't know what it was. I was not feeling it at all. I really, really didn't like it. And I thought about like leaving a few times, because I'm like, I'm bored and I just don't care about this. Like, which is so wild for me to say. I don't often say that kind of stuff. So yeah, probably save your money, guys. But it was fun to get out and go do an activity that I could like do without losing too much energy. But in saying that, let's go shower, go to bed. It's just about to go 6 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon or evening. I have done my GCS masterclass, which went amazingly. I've done some meal prep, and I've just finished eating dinner. My night is free. I'm gonna jump into my bathers and hop into that pool, because I've been here for a week now and haven't even gotten in the pool yet. I'm all showered and tucked into bed. I had a proper everything shower, so I'm feeling so good. I like moisturized my whole body with the moisturizer that I picked up last night. Like, I smell good, I feel good, my hair is soft, like just feeling really, really good. And I'm just gonna tuck into bed. I'm gonna do a very small amount of work, and I mean really small, probably 20 minutes, maybe 25 at most, because I really want to have an early night tonight. Because guys, last night I was so tired after my outing, which was a really good thing, that I was in bed and I think asleep before midnight. Now, like, not a lot before midnight, but like probably around 11:45ish or so. But I slept through until 8 a.m, which is amazing. So I think I've officially like just beat my jet lag. So tonight, when I had such an early dinner, I was like, you're gonna have a shower, hop into bed, wind down, which is what I really want to do right now. So I'm going to do like a little bit of journaling as well. I'm going to read my book, have a proper like nighttime routine and wind down, because I'm hoping that tonight can be my first night completely beating jet lag and like having a full night's sleep. And I just know my body needs it and wants it so much, and I'm so excited for my body to just like sleep the whole time. So I'm gonna have a really early night tonight, which I'm really excited about. But also I was doing a little bit of journaling on that app that I told you about yesterday. I think on Monday I told you about it. It's this new app that Blake asked me to download, and it helps me kind of like identify my emotions and checks in with me during the day. Well, I've been using it for 3 days now, and I really like it. I really want to recommend it to you guys. The app is called, let me just pull it up. It's called How We Feel, right? And it's got like this little love heart rainbow kind of emoji as like the front picture for it. And honestly, all it is like I've set up 2 alarms, so one in the morning and one in the evening, and it's like sends me a notification and it says, hey, let's do a check-in. And it's so quick. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing it, right? But it just says, how do you feel right now? And you kind of use this little graph to go like, are you in the red zone? Are you in the green zone? Are you somewhere in the middle? And then it gives you, depending on where you put your little marker, it gives you like 30 different emotions that you might be feeling. So if I put it all the way in the green, it might be joyful, relaxed, thrilled, fulfilled. Or if I put it all the way in the red, it might be anxious, overwhelmed, angry, fearful, like, and then you pick which emotion you're feeling, right? Just that alone, being able to like identify your different emotions and like be like, hey, you know, that's the emotion I'm feeling, and that's actually sitting in the red zone. Even though if someone asked me if I was okay right now, I would say yes, but really I'm in the red zone. And then you have the option to like journal about it, and not journaling that you think. It's like literally one sentence. What are you doing right now that might be making you feel that way? And it has a little AI component where it says, do you want to go a little bit deeper and talk about that a little bit more? So you say, yeah, let's go deeper. And then the AI will respond to it, and it says, you know what, let's have a look at your surroundings. What do you think it is specifically about what you're doing right now or where you are that's making you feel that way? And it'll ask you like prompting questions. And when I tell you, Blake has been trying to get me to journal for like a really long time, and I do it, but I don't feel like I get a lot out of it. I'll be honest. I'll be so honest. I like it because it's part of my routine, and I feel like it is a helpful therapy. I definitely do, but I don't get like immense relief from journaling. I think it's helpful to just practice that anyway, but I don't get a lot from it, is what I'm saying. Now it's been 3 days, and your girl has been telling this AI all sorts of things and having conversations with it, and it has been so enlightening. Genuinely, I feel like this has been such a beautiful little like tool he's given me. He's given me so many different tools, and he constantly recommends different things because he obviously has lots of clients who all have different needs. So some things are going to work for some people, other things aren't, and that's completely fine. But I just wanted to let you know what the app was and just say that I've been having the best time with it, and I really like it. So if you've like tried journaling or meditation or breathwork or things like that, and you feel like you haven't found your thing, I would give this a go. It's a really good tool to just like pause and be like, have you got 30 seconds? Have you got 90 seconds in your day to check in? Cool, then let's check in. Like, it's just been so easy. So yeah, if you're looking for something like that, or if you're also kind of like on a little bit of like a healing journey like me, and you're trying to heal and work on yourself, then I highly recommend the app because I feel like it's really good. I also wanted to put it out there. I've been listening to like rainforest noises, not rainforest, like thunderstorm noises at night this past week while I've been like super jet lagged, just to try and like calm me down and ground me and stuff. And I've just been listening to them on Spotify, and they're okay. They're not like amazing, but they're okay. But I wanted to put it out there. Do you guys listen to like meditation music or like grounding music or anything like that, or noises or white noise or something, and you can recommend some to me? Because I just found like the first one that came up on Spotify, and I've just been listening to that, so I haven't like done a proper deep dive. But is there, you know, a Spotify playlist or an Apple Music playlist, or is there an app or a YouTube account or something that has like really good, I feel like I really like the rain, but waves could also be nice. I've not like really branched out very much. But yeah, I wanted to ask if you have any recommendations for that. Can you drop them in the comments or DM me or anything really, because I would really love to like keep going with it because I really enjoyed it, but I like, it's not the best audio tracks that I've heard, you know. I know there's better out there, but I just don't know quite where. So yeah, otherwise I'm gonna go to sleep really early, and I'll see you in the morning. Happy Thursday afternoon, guys. It has been a really nice morning today, and the weather is spectacular here in Bali. So we're gonna go run some errands. I've got a few things that I have on my to-do list. First one is a really fun one. We're gonna go get my ears pierced. I have my like lobes done, but I want my seconds done on my ears. We were talking talking about it when I was back in Cape Town in Africa with Erin and Michelle. We never got around to doing it, so I was like, you know what? It's a great day. Let's go like tick something off the list today. And we're gonna go try and find some protein powder. And then lastly, we have to go pick up my laundry as well. So a few little errands. So we're gonna go out and about and go see Bali for the day. You might actually recognize the place that I'm gonna go get it done. It's a place called Stacked by Celeste. And it's this pretty bougie like jewelry store here in Bali. They have a few different places. I'm going to one of their studios a little bit outside of town because that's where their piercer is today. But they're really famous for their charms. So they have like this charm bar where you can essentially build your own like bracelet or necklace or anything like that with all of these different charms, and it's really, really cute. Hello. Piercings are all done. I think it looks so cute. Let's go get some protein powder now. Okay, just picked up some protein powder. I just got some small packets so I can try the flavour first and see, but the macros are really, really good. Just picked up some last minute groceries, but now we're going to jump back on a bike and go pick up my laundry. Terima kasih, that's it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Terima kasih. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, we're home. Oh my god, I'm so hot. It is warm in Bali today. Okay, that was such a successful trip though. So successful. Guys, the ears, they look so cute. I was really hoping I could get some... I'm looking for like some gold everyday kind of like hoops to sit in my first, but they only had they had this really nice one that looked like ruffled ribbon, but I was like, I think it's too much for an everyday one. So I just ended up getting the butterflies. I stood there for like, hang on, let me blow my nose. I stood there for like ages. It felt like I was there for like 20 minutes trying to decide on which one because they only had like really extravagant ones. And I was like, oh, I thought I could only get like a stud or something. She's like, no, you can pick any of these. And I was like, all right, okay, cool. But they're like titanium, gold plated. I'm really happy with them. I went with the little butterfly because of my mum. Butterflies remind me of my mum. There's a lot of different things, but I saw a sidekick at the start of the year and she mentioned that butterflies are like a symbol of my mum. And then when I was on the wellness retreat months ago, I had this really deep experience where where I got to like talk to my mum when I was doing like a deep breathwork meditation thing. And then when I was telling the girls about it afterwards, there was butterflies all around me and they didn't know about like the correlation. So there's just like something to do with my mum and butterflies. And so I saw these little butterfly ones and I was like, you know what, that's really sweet. We're going to do that. So the ear piercing went really well. I low-key want to go back there because the charms looked so cool. And I just feel like it'd be such a cool keepsake to like make your own little charm necklace. Then we went to the protein store and I actually found a bunch of really good proteins that I wanted to try, but I was like, they're like $50 in a kilo bag. And I was like, gosh, that's just so much. Like, and every protein powder I've tried so far has been pretty average. And so I went up to the counter and she had these little packets of the big packet that I was going to buy. And I was like, easy. I'm just going to get 2 packets. So I got the chocolate and the vanilla and I'm going to make up this like protein chocolate pudding kind of mix thing tonight and see how it goes. Then I went to the grocery store because I needed milk for the protein pudding. And then after that we went to, where did we go after that? We went to the laundry, I think. That was it. That was the last store. And guys, check out my shoes. Guys, they did it. Literally. I'm blown away. I'm actually blown away. Like, let me get them out of the bag. Because I don't feel like you're appreciating like how clean they are. Like how back to brand new they are. So the shoes weren't white, they were beige to begin with, right? So they've gotten them back to the beige color, but like look how white that is, and the shoelaces, they look like brand new shoes. I just think that is wild. If that isn't the best tip I've ever had, all of my laundry, including this shoe cleaning, they've even cleaned the bottom of them, guys, cost me less than $15. Which is insane. And my clothes have been washed, dried, pressed, and folded. Insane. Absolutely insane. But what I do really want to do is try and remember to get all of my clothes cleaned on right before I leave. So when I go home, I'm going to have nice clean clothes. But what a successful day. Overall, 10 out of 10 day. Okay guys, I have just finished my dinner and I'm sitting down for the evening now, and I was thinking about, I've been working a fair bit today, so I was like, I need to do some non-work related fun activities for me. So I thought I might write in the Christmas cards and stuff. I don't quite have everyone's addresses yet that I want, but I thought I could just write in them, put them in their envelopes, and then when I get their addresses, they'll be ready to be sent off like straight away. So I think I'm going to spend my evening sitting here watching Charmed, because I'm really enjoying that TV show, and writing in some Christmas cards. I think tonight I'm also feeling a little homesick, if I'm honest. I messaged Paige and Danny in our group chat and I just said, hey, like if anyone's awake and like wants a chat, then I'd be up for it, but it's quite late back at home, so I think they're going to be asleep, which is 1,000% fine, obviously. So yeah, I'm just gonna like set myself up and write some sweet Christmas cards to all the people that I love in my life. Yeah, so let's do that. Happy Friday afternoon. It's early afternoon and I'm just sitting down. I got off the phone on a really cool call, a really exciting call, but I am checking in with myself and my body right now and I'm feeling pretty anxious after that call. It's a good call, but I'm just feeling anxious. So I just got off the phone with Sarah. She's a real estate agent in Sydney, but works in all the different states of Australia, I think, or at least all of the East Coast ones that I know of. And she is going to be helping me find a place in Sydney, which is really exciting, right? But even as I'm like telling you this, I can feel myself getting like so anxious. I just think like it's such a big next step in this trip and in this big journey, and we've had these plans to move to Sydney for so long now. It's been, you know, since I think April this year we had decided, and by we I mean us, had decided that Sydney was where I want to move to. But now I think it's just the realization of actually making the calls now and looking at the rental properties and organizing transport for my boxes that are stored in Melbourne, like messaging my brother saying like these are the dates I saying I'm gonna come pick up Boston. Like, it's getting really real now, I think, and it's like really close. And although I feel so reassured and so supported by Sarah, she definitely like made it clear that these things can happen really quickly. She was asking me all the important questions like my timeline and all of that, and I was saying like, look, I think it's going to be in the new year, but I also might be home before Christmas, so there's like a period there where I could move and get that sorted. And she kind of encouraged me to stay like flexible and stay open with it, and she said to leave it with her, and she's going to have a good look at some properties and shortlist some for me, and if we find the right one, then I might be moving before Christmas time, but that if there's no rush, and that which there isn't really, that we can wait until January and the new year to start looking. These are all really exciting things. These are all things that like I want, and I'm reaffirming to myself that I want them as she's like telling me this information. And like, I've signed her contract, I've messaged my family, I've messaged my friends, like I'm putting things in place, but it's just like, you know, that anxiety of like it's really happening. But the more and more I go on this trip, and especially my time here in Bali, I have just been waking up every single day craving routine, craving my own home. I miss Boston so much that it's getting to the point where I'm like, I need to see him now. I want him back in my life. I'm missing him. I'm missing his company. I miss taking care of him. Like, I miss our routine together. So like, there's just so much that is like saying like, you're ready to go home, but it's just about putting those plans in place. That's like giving me some anxiety. I'm listening to my body, and I'm just going to take it one step at a time. So I got a whole bunch of work done and planning and stuff that I needed to get done, but now I'm putting like a stop on it for an hour or so because I can feel myself getting overwhelmed. And I thought I would sit down and do some scrapbooking to just kind of like pause, quieten down my mind, pour back into myself, because this always makes me feel so good. And I have lots of scrapbooking to catch up on anyway, so I feel like this is going to be a good thing to spend my afternoon doing. It is official, guys. We are prepping and getting ourselves sorted to move to Sydney officially. Like, we could be like 8 weeks out, we could be 5 weeks out. I mean, I'm scared to say this, but we could be like 3 to 4 weeks out of that move actually happening. But like, I was messaging Paige, and I'm just like, it's so anxiety inducing to have to just stay flexible all the time and just be like really like just bouncing on the balls of your feet, just like waiting for something. Because Sarah was like, look, if we find the perfect place, like, will you be ready to move in a couple of weeks? And I was like, if it's the right place, then yes, I'll make it work, you know. So like, we could be leaving Bali before I even plan to leave Bali, and instead of going home to Melbourne for a couple of weeks and then going to spend Christmas with my family, then moving in, we could be moving straight into the Sydney place. Like, that could be a possibility. If I'm honest, I kind of hope that is what happens. I would love to get a place before Christmas and get just even the keys to it, like nothing in the house, not even my boxes moved. Like, if that didn't happen before Christmas, that's fine. But if I had a place in Sydney that I know that I could like come back to after spending Christmas with my family, then that would make me really, really happy. Yeah. Oh God. Now I kind of hope that Sarah finds a place like really quickly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna do some scrapbooking to calm myself down a little bit. Okay, the worst thing has happened. I've got my whole layout ready for the scrapbook page that I'm doing, and my little portable glue like tape thing is run out. But that's okay. It's obviously not the worst thing that could happen. I'm already feeling better after just taking like an hour to just pot it and do my little activity. I think honestly the majority of the anxiety is coming from excitement. It really is. It is coming from excitement because, you know, I won't lie, like my friends and family still repeatedly check in with me asking me if moving to Sydney is really what I want to do. Like, I don't have to go through with it if I don't want to. And like, not that they're not supportive, but they just want to make sure it's the right decision for me. And every single time I can so confidently say, like, it's what I want. I want to be there. I want to be there with Bo. Like, maybe we do only spend a year there, but that's the adventure that I want next. And I just think like it has been in the future so much, you know, like it has been months away, weeks away, and then all of a sudden it's become like real. And it's exciting. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get to Sydney. I just know that I'm gonna love it there. I really am. So yeah, I'm feeling better and I'm excited. And I can't wait to like give you guys more updates. Like, oh, can you believe it? We're moving to Sydney. We're really doing it. I'm so excited. Okay, I've decided I want to keep going with my arts and crafts. So we're gonna jump on a scooter and we're gonna go find some more glue so that I can keep going. Okay, I didn't quite get what I was after, but I got a glue stick, which I think will work the exact same. So let's go home. Okay, we got the supplies. Let's go back and finish off this scrapbook page. Okay, I finished my scrapbooking and I'm really happy. I'm glad we went out and got the glue stick because now I can finish it. And I've actually finished all of the backlogged scrapbooking that I had from, gosh, how far back was it? It was the Safari, Cape Town and London, so 3 pages, and I've officially finished it. So these are the ones that we did today. This is the one from Cape Town, so we spent 2 weeks in Cape Town with Michelle, who's in this photo, and Erin, and there's so many fun things. Like, I just love the fact that I can look back on this. And then I also finished my week in London as well. So that's the finished scrapbook. Yeah, if you needed a sign to like find a hobby, and like I don't care, people like tease me a lot about it when I like post videos on TikTok and stuff. I always get like comments of people being like, this is so gross, like you're a grown woman. And I'm like, you know what, like don't yuck my yum, because this brings me so much joy and peace, like genuine peace, to just sit and like tinker and potter and keep my hands busy and create something that I really am like happy with, and it's beautiful memories. I just like, it brings me a lot of joy, like a lot of joy to do this little hobby. And this is me saying that if you're in your 30s and like starting your life over again and you need to find things to like, you know, busy yourself with, then find a hobby, try a bunch of different ones, because you never know what you're gonna like, you know. And scrapbooking was it for me, and like scrapbooking has turned into like other crafts, you know. Now I make my own cards and things when I'm like gifting like a birthday present or something like that, you know. I know I didn't make the Christmas cards from last night, but usually I would. I also make like bookmarks. I'm into embroidery now, like all sorts of things, and they're little fun things that are just for me, that keep my hands busy. And like, look at my scrapbook now. That's so cool to me that it's like looks like a real scrapbook. I think that's so cool and fun. Yeah, and I'm just like really proud of it. When I look at this back, I'm like proud of like all of my adventures and things. Yeah. Anyway, you guys should get a hobby, and it should be scrapbooking, so we can like talk about it, because it's really fun. Can we all appreciate how cute my dinner is tonight? Oh my gosh. I've been working a lot today and I'm feeling a bit like mentally spent. So I didn't end up cooking my meal plan, and I've just ordered some Balinese food. It's very healing food, Balinese food. Very like wholesome, good food. Oh, I got some chicken satay sticks. because protein. And then in here is nasi campur, which is one of my favorite Balinese dishes. I really like nasi campur and nasi kuning. They're like variations of essentially the same dish, the same components to the same dish. This is so cute, this little basket thing. Okay, so I've got some, I think it's like the meats and proteins on top here. So I have another little, this is so beautiful. Look at this. It's a little like bamboo plate for my satay stick. I have a little plate for my boiled egg and the other satay stick. And this is a corn fritter, which is delicious. So good. And then if I lift this up, you guys are gonna die over this. You're actually gonna die. It's so beautiful. And then this is nasi kuning. Okay, so it's like white rice in the middle, and I've got egg with some dressings, I've got chicken, I've got some fried vegetables, more satay sticks, I've got tempeh, and then some vegetables over here as well. You just kind of like, you can eat it separately, you can eat it together. I'm going to be eating it with my hands because it's wholesome and it's the way. But this is like the perfect dinner when I don't feel like cooking. It's so fresh, it's so well made, absolutely unreal. Boiled egg and some rice. Yum. Just really simple food done really well. After Friday's vlog, you're probably sick of watching me eat, so I won't make you watch anymore. I just wanted to show you my really cute dinner. Okay, it is Saturday morning and I was actually gonna wait and finish this vlog because I thought I had an update for you guys on the book that I'm reading, the book that we're reading together, the little read along thing that we're doing. But I think there's something that's gonna happen in the next chapter or two, so I'm gonna save the update and put it in the next vlog. So if you're like following along with the read along of the book Deep End, then there's gonna be an update in the next book for you, which is the only reason why we're outroing this on a Saturday morning. But otherwise, thank you for hanging out with me for another week. I love vlogging for you guys. I love capturing all of these moments and then chatting to you guys about it. So don't forget to leave comments and DM me, talk to me on any of my platforms. I literally love talking to you guys, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.